Hello students. So this is our video number part 5 of the chapter Our Environment. So now we are proceeding with the next part of our video. In our previous video we have learnt about global warming. So first topic that we are going to discuss today is calorific value of fuel. Okay, calorific value of a fuel. So what is calorific value? So by calculating or by determining the calorific value of a fuel, we can determine their quality. Okay, the more is the calorific value of the fuel, the higher will be its quality. So what is calorific value? So calorific value is the amount of heat that is generated, by combustion of its per kg weight. Okay, suppose you have taken 1 kg of a fuel and then by combustion of it, by burning of it, we are getting H, delta H amount of heat. So therefore its calorific value will be delta H per kg. Okay, so now different types of fuels release different amount of heat, right? Different amounts of fuel release different amount of heat. So the more amount of heat it can generate by its burning, okay, by burning of its per kg weight. So the higher will be its calorific value, and the higher is its calorific value, the greater quality of that fuel it will be. Okay, so what are the units? What are the units of calorific value? As just we have seen that the formula is heat divided by mass, where the mass is taken as kilogram. Okay, so now the heat can be taken in unit of joule or in unit of calorie. So depending on this, the unit can be kilojoule per kg or kilocalorie per kg. Okay, so different units that can be used here. So that can be kilojoule per kg or kilocalorie per kg. So these are the amount of heat generated by combustion of its per unit weight. So this unit weight is basically taken in kilogram. That also we can take in gram also. Okay, so this is the calorific value. So now which fuel is having the highest calorific value? So different types of fuels show different types of values of calorific weight. So the maximum calorific weight is possessed by hydrogen gas, that is having calorific value 150 kilojoule per kg. Sorry, 150 kilojoule per gram. Okay, so normally it is taken as kilojoule per kg. Kilojoule per kg we can take, kilocalorie per kg also we can take, or kilojoule per gram also we can take. So therefore just the definition could be given as the amount of energy that is released, the amount of heat energy that is released by combustion of its per unit weight. Okay, by combustion of its per unit weight or per unit mass. So that could be in gram or that could be in kilogram. So that heat energy is known as its calorific value. So hydrogen is possessing the first position in this calorific value list. So the second one is possessed by methane. Methane showing the calorific value of 50 kilojoule per gram, and after that LPG can be written. LPG is having the calorific value, methane is having 55 and LPG is having the value 50 kilojoule per gram. So basically the calorific value which is the fuel which is having the highest calorific value, that is hydrogen, next is methane, and the third one is LPG. Okay, So after that, many other are there, just like natural gas, biogas, petrol. So all of them can possess calorific values equal to LPG also. So these are mainly the first and second highest calorific value for fuels. Okay, so now our next topic, that is very important for present situation, and that is the sustainable development. Whoever has done the project under me, that sustainable development goals, all of you know about this, the girls. Sustainable development. So what is sustainable development? So this is the process which meets the needs of the present without hampering or without compromising the ability of the future generation. That means in this development idea or in this development concept, we can fulfill the needs of present, but we, as well as we are not hampering the needs of our future generation also. Okay, so that means we can adjust, or we can maintain a balance between the needs of present generation as well as of our future generation. So we have to meet our needs, as well as we have to think for our future also. So that is the basic concept of sustainable development. So there are different types of practices by which the sustainable development goals can be reached. Okay, so what are the sustainable development goals? Sustainable development goals is only that which ensures us about the ability, about the ability of our future generation, just to keep it, just to maintain it properly. So to keep the promises to our future generation. So different practices we can take for the sustainable development. So here are some few practices or ways which we can take for sustainable development. Okay, here are some practices or ways which we can take for sustainable development. So what are the ways? The first one is harnessing non-conventional harnessing non-conventional sources of energy. Harnessing means just to practice it, okay, or just to use those things, to utilize those things. So non-conventional sources means what? Non-conventional sources means all the renewable sources of energy that we can use and that we can reproduce also. Okay, that we can reproduce also, just like solar energy, then wind energy, tidal energy, okay, hydroelectricity. So these things that we can use, as well as we can reproduce, we can recycle it. So these are called non-conventional. So we should give more focus towards the uses of this type of sources, and we should decrease our dependence on the fossil fuels or on the conventional sources of energy, just to just to save the limit, to save the stock of those fossil fuels for our future generation. Keeping an eye on it, we should reduce the use of conventional sources, and we should use more the non-conventional sources. Okay, next point, or the next way by which we can do practices of sustainable development, that is point number 2, sustainable construction. That means any type of constructions that we are doing now, that can be any school, that can be any hospital, any office, okay, any any home or house that we are making nowadays for construction, that are under the construction purpose, okay, there we can use this type of non-conventional sources, okay, non-conventional sources, by which it will be more efficient for us, and it will be more beneficial for our future generation also, okay. That would be a more smart way by which we can save, or we can just protect the conventional sources of energy. So the next point was sustainable construction. Third point is water conservation. So water is also another form of resources which we have to use judiciously, because the amount of water that is usable, okay, that is also very less. So we have to conserve water also, okay, we have to conserve water. So for different by different methods, by different ways, we can conserve the water, as well as we should use different methods in which less amount of water is required, okay, so that we can conserve more amount of water. And point number 4, that is conservation of fossil fuels. So that point already we have discussed. So in our present era, in our present decade, we can see that the uses of fossil fuels is increasing day by day. But as we know that the stock of this fossil fuels is limited. So the day is not so very far when we will just run out of its stock, because of its gradual increase, because of its gradual increase in the use of the fossil fuels. So because of this, conservation of fossil fuel as well as the judicious use of fossil fuel is very important, okay. So these are the basic 4 points which we can take for for getting the sustainable development goals, okay, for fulfilling our sustainable development goals. So next point is, what are the strategies that we can take for conservation of fossil fuel? Next point, strategies taken to conserve fossil fuels. So basically it can be classified, or the waste can be classified initially into two basic categories. The first is that judicious and optimized use of available fossil fuel. The first point by which we can conserve fossil fuel is judicious and optimized way for using fossil fuels. And point number 2 will be uses of non-conventional sources of energy. Uses of non-conventional sources of energy, okay. Now one thing that I want to tell you here, that this question may come for 5 marks, okay. This question may come for 5 marks. That means in the broad question it can come, or it can come for 2 marks also. So I am telling you that how you have to write the answer as per the marks given for the question, okay. So first, if the question has been given for 2 marks, okay, if the question has been given for 2 marks, then how you have to write? So basically there are 2 points that I have told, okay, that the strategies can be classified into 2 basic categories. First, in PDF notes everything is given, but how to write the short answer and how to write the broad answer, that you have to understand from this video. So first, the line that you have to write, that the strategies can be classified into two basic categories. So what are the categories? The first category you have to write as judicious and optimized way of using fossil fuel, and the second is uses of non-conventional sources of energy. Okay, that are the basic 2 points. Now you have to write, so there are, now we will discuss these 2 points in details. Okay, now we will discuss these 2 points in details. So when the question will come for 2 marks, then how you have to write. So now we will discuss the first point. Okay, first you have to write these 2 points. Now you have to write the first point, or you can write the first point first and then you have to write the points which are coming under the first point. Okay, the sub points that are coming under the first point. So what are the points? Number 1. Okay, number 1, using low grade coals for domestic purpose. First point under the heading judicious and optimized way. So first point is using low grade coals for domestic purpose. So there are two types of coals basically. One is low grade, another one is high grade. Low grade means what? Low grade means the coal which is having lower carbon content and therefore they are having lower calorific value. That is called low grade. And higher grade means that is having higher percentage of carbon, therefore it can produce higher amount of energy, so having higher calorific value. Okay, so low grade is of lower quality and high grade is of higher quality. So what we have to do, we should use the high grade coals for the industrial purposes. Okay, just like for generating electricity, we should use the high grade coals, and for our domestic purpose or for trivial purpose we should use the low grade coals. So that is the first point. Point number 2, proper care of coal mines. So many coal mines are present in India as well as in our West Bengal also, just like in Raniganj, in Asansol, we can see coal mines present there. So whenever the coals are extracted from the mines, so sometimes there may be the possibility of some friction which can cause the breakout of fire. Okay, which can cause the breakout of fire. So because of such unconsciousness, okay, because of that fire breakout, so it can waste the total coal mine, or it can waste a larger portion of that coal mine. So whenever we are collecting coals from the coal mines, we should be more careful about such fire breakouts or about such frictions. If it is generated in some lower part, so then we should extinguish it as soon as possible, so by which we can take proper care of coal mines. Number 3 is modern technology, use of modern technology. So with the development of science, various devices are being introduced in market or in industry which can use lower or lowest amount of fossil fuel, and it can give largest output of energy. Okay, using lower value of fossil fuel, it can give largest output of energy. So that type of modern devices which are being introduced by modern technology, so that could that if we can use more amount of such devices, okay, then that will be more useful for our future generation and for us also today. Next point is number 4, that is power saving. So we should save powers. Okay, we should reduce the wastage of power. That already you know. Always we switch off the lights when or any electrical devices when those are not in use. Okay, so by this way we can save power. And the last point is increasing public awareness. So again that point, that in this case creating public awareness or increasing public awareness towards the result of this is very important. So by some who can cook, by different ways we should use we should increase public awareness in that case. Okay, so when you are writing this answer for 2 marks, then just give this heading. First heading, judicious and optimized way for using fossil fuel, and then just write only the points, just only the points. Okay, first point this one, second point, third, fourth, fifth. But when this question is coming for broad question for 3 marks or for 5 marks, then you have to write the points as well as you have to brief it shortly. Okay, you have to brief it also. Everything is given in your PDF notes, just the way you have to write, that is up to you, and that I am just telling now. For 2 marks only the points you have to write, and for 5 marks or for broad questions greater than 2 marks you have to explain these points a little. Now the second point, that is uses of renewable sources of energy. That already you know that what is meant by renewable sources. So the points only you have to mention here. So the point, uses of renewable sources of energy. Okay, so when this question is coming for 2 marks, then only you have to mention the points. So there are different types of sources of energy which we can produce again. So just like the examples are solar energy, just the name you have to write for 2 marks. Only the names you have to write for 2 marks. Okay, but when the question will come for marks greater than 2, then you have to explain all of them in 2 to 3 lines. Clear? So in this way you have to write other names. Okay, so in our next class we will discuss the second point in details. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this video. Have a good day.